Hi, welcome back to Mr. Menta's ELL Classroom. Today we're going to be continuing our coverage of Chapter 6 of the Blue Book, which has a lot of review and then some discussion of families as well. So, we've got a great activity here. This is a great reading activity. It's going to review a lot of the things that we learned in Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, and now Chapter 6. To complete this activity, you'll need this page, page 49 of the textbook. You do not need to print this one, but you can find the link to it in the description in the YouTube video. So, we've done a few activities like this before. This is a reading activity. Over here we have a story you're going to read. And then over here we've got a picture that kind of matches the stuff that is written in the story. After you read the story, we're going to go down here, and we have these two activities we're going to do about the story. Okay? So, let's take it from the top. The story is called Arthur is Very Angry. Okay? And now we're talking about Arthur. By the way, this is Arthur. Okay? So, you're going to read this whole story, and then we're going to go down here and do what had been a speaking activity, but instead is going to be a writing activity. You're going to say, using this model, make questions and answers based on the story. What's the man in apartment 3 doing? He's vacuuming his rugs. Remember that from chapter 3? What's he doing? He's vacuuming. I hope you remember, because we're supposed to remember all this stuff. That's why we do it. It always builds. It always takes the stuff we did before and makes new lessons on top of it. So I hope you were paying attention there. If not, you might want to go back and redo chapter 3. I'll put that in the description, I think. Okay? So, our question anyway. What's the man in apartment 3 doing? He's vacuuming his rugs. Okay? So, that's going to make sense when you read this through here, and you see you have people in each apartment. Arthur's in apartment 1, this is apartment 2, this is apartment 3. See, there he is. There's a man vacuuming his rugs in apartment 3. And over here it says, the man in apartment 3 is vacuuming his rug. Okay? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? They asked the question, what's the man in apartment 3 doing? We find over here it says, the man in apartment 3 is vacuuming his rug. So we know that that's the answer to the question. Okay? What I need you to do for this is to ask questions about the other apartments. Okay? I want you to write one question. What are the people in apartment 2 doing? And then write the answer. Then write, what is the man in apartment 3 doing? And write the answer. What is the woman in apartment 4 doing? Then write the answer. What are the people in apartment 5 doing? Write the answer. What is the dog in apartment 6 doing? And what are the people in apartment 7 doing? So you understand? So you're going to write the question, and then you're going to write the answer. You're going to ask, what are these people doing in each apartment? So that's 6 questions and 6 answers I want you to write, okay? After that, you're going to go on to the second half, where they give you a sentence here, and it says, choose. And it says, Arthur's neighbors are noisy or angry. You pick which is the correct word. On your sheet of paper, your separate sheet of paper, after you're done writing this, I want you to write, number 1, Arthur's neighbors are, and then pick the answer. So write the complete sentence, okay? All right, and that's that whole activity. So it's a lot of writing. It's a good, solid reading and writing exercise, and then that'll be it for this lesson. So, you know what to do now. Now is the time to take out your sheet of paper and your pen and pencil. Okay? First, read the story to yourself, then write your questions about each person in the story. Ask what they're doing, okay? And then write these sentences. When you're done with all that, come back to me and I'll talk about the answers with you, okay? So go ahead, pause the video now and do your work. Okay, did you pause the video and do the work? All right, let's go over it. So, you should have written, starting with apartment 2, based over here, okay? What are the people in apartment 2 doing? The people in apartment 2 are dancing, okay? You should have written both those things. What is the man in apartment 3 doing? The man in apartment 3 is vacuuming his rug. What is, and pay attention, by the way, to whether you're saying what is and what are. Remember how we did that in our earlier lessons? Don't forget it. Keep using it. What is, what are. Is for he, she, it. Are for you, we, they. Okay? So, what is the woman in apartment 4 doing? She's playing her drums, or the drums. Okay? What are the people in apartment 5 doing? They're, short for they're listening to music. And if you wrote what are the teenagers in apartment 5 doing, that is even better. Good job. Good job using those vocabulary words. What is the dog in apartment 6 doing? It's barking. And remember, we follow the correct technical rule here. When you have a dog, you say it, not he, it. Animals are supposed to be it. If I'm teaching you the correct rules, then I can't let you say he for animals. Grammatically, we're supposed to say it. Okay? And what are the people in apartment 7 doing? They are, or they're, having a big argument. Do you get all that written? Good job. You're becoming really good at writing. We're getting some good practice in here. All right. So now, finishing our sentences. Arthur's neighbors are noisy. I hope you wrote the whole sentence. This is a good writing exercise where you get practice writing. That was something we needed to do during the year, and I'm glad we're getting a chance to do it now, even though we're at home. So make sure you're doing the writing. 2. The man in apartment 3 is cleaning. He was vacuuming, right? The people in apartment 5 are, I think they were the teenagers, weren't they? Yes. So they are young. The dog in apartment 6 isn't sleeping. He is making noise, but it says isn't. He isn't sleeping. The woman in apartment 4 is playing music. She was playing the drums, right? And Arthur isn't very happy. Good. All right. How was that? I hope you did a good job getting that writing practice in, and I will see you on the next video.